Hi, everyone, and welcome to the launch of my new channel designed for mental health professionals and professional organizers, where you can learn about why a messy house leads to a messy head and why a messy head contributes to a messy house. The goal of this channel is to show professionals the connection between our physical space, the space that we live in, the stuff we keep there, clutter and disorganization, and mental health. How we feel about that stuff in our space, how we feel about how our space looks and feels for us when we're there, how we feel about the process of disorganization or getting organized, and how the clutter and the process of getting organized make us feel about ourselves. So I've been a professional organizer for over 10 years. I've worked with hundreds of clients, and I was beginning to find that a lot of my clients were also working with therapists. And it was really interesting to me that they were sharing with their therapists what we were doing in the work at their homes. So we were doing our organizing work at home. We were coming across things that maybe brought up emotions for them, or they felt emotional about the process. And then they would bring those emotions to their therapist and discuss them there. And what I found was those clients who were working with therapists as well were having greater success in our organizing work. They were having an easier time making decisions about things. They felt less overwhelmed by the process, and they were more successful in reaching their organizing goals. They began to tell me that our organizing work, because it was being more successful, made them feel better at home, and that translated into therapy being more effective because it was one less issue or feeling that they had to address there. So I know that there's a connection between physical space and mental health, and this channel brings that connection to two types of professionals. The first are for professional organizers, those who are working in those physical spaces. Professional organizers can learn how it's about so much more than just the stuff in your clients' homes. It's about who they are, how they relate to their stuff, and how they feel in that space as well. And for mental health professionals, this is psychologists, social workers, counselors, those who deal with the emotions that the stuff creates. Even if you haven't thought about this connection before, you can use the content on this channel to learn about another aspect of your client's life, their physical space, their home. I've taught continuing education classes for probably over 3,000 students right now, all in the mental health field. And the constant feedback I get about this topic is that it's great for working with their clients. It gives them another avenue to see how they can help their clients, but it's also really interesting for themselves as well, because let's face it, clutter, disorganization, the home, it's something we all experience together. So what can you expect from this channel? We're going to have a couple of different areas. We'll talk some very basics and definitions about organizing, disorganization, and clutter. Some things would be like the simplest definition I can give you for clutter, or why two people living in the same space can't agree on what being organized really means. So watch for future videos on that. We'll talk about some resources that we pull from both the organizing industry as well as the mental health industry that you can each use. I'll offer tips that you can put into practice right away. We'll also have research that shows us what we've learned about this connection and how we can apply that to our work. A lot of peer-reviewed articles, books that I've read on the topics, and different aspects of mental health and disorganization that relate to each other, such as ADHD or traumatic brain injury or chronic disorganization. So definitely subscribe so that you are up to date on all our latest videos, and join me as we connect the worlds of physical space and mental health. Welcome.